Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. You're with me now, Dr. Muhammad Husni Muhammad Amin, Fellow at IKIM Center for Science and Environment Studies, KIAS, on Radio IKIM English section program, Great Works of the Muslim World, airing every Sunday at 5 p.m. Hujjatul Islam Abu Hamid Muhammad ibn Muhammad Al-Ghazali, or better known as Imam Al-Ghazali, was an author, a jurisconsult, and a theologian. According to scholars, he wrote the book Mizan Al Amal, the balance scale of deeds or criterion of action, around the year 1095, coinciding with the year 488 Hijrah, during which time he was the head of the Madrasah Nizamiyah in Baghdad. So what constitutes a good deed? Why does human action bear any weight in the afterlife? In Mizan Al Amal, Imam Al-Ghazali seeks to explain the way to facility as hoped for by the religious scholars. He mentions that happiness is not obtained except by bridging knowledge and action. With us today, we have Encik Mat Azham Ahmad, Senior Fellow at IKIM Center for the Study of Sharia, Law and Politics, Shara. Welcome to Great Works of the Muslim World, Encik Azham. And thank you for accepting our invitation to be on board.
Thank you. It's my honor to be here with you today.
So, beginning with today session, so my first question to you, Encik Azham. So, what led Imam Ghazali to write Mizan Al Amal at the height of his career in Madrasah Nizamiyah?
Yeah, thank you, Husni. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Mizan, I have the opportunity to acquaint myself with this book, Mizan Al Amal, about 25 years ago, when I was writing my MA thesis on Al-Ghazali's concept of action. If I'm not mistaken, the book is a sequel to another book entitled Ma'yarul Ilmi.
Yes.
And the other book is about logic,
Yes.
about the method of logic.
If I'm
Ma'yarul
not
Ilmi.
mistaken, the title was Miyarul Ilm fi Fannil Mantiq.
Yes, you are right. So after that, the book Al-Ghazali wrote is Mizan Al Amal, where he talks about action. So both knowledge and action are necessary for anybody who wants to attain happiness. And the theme of this book is about happiness, about how to get happiness by combining knowledge and action. So I think that is the reason why he wrote the book. And Al-Ghazali himself is known as a reformer, known as a mujaddid, and one of his most important work is Ihya Ulumuddin,
Yes.
where he talks about reform and about reforming the character,
Yeah.
about tazkiyatun nafs,
Yes.
about correcting the way of the Muslim Ummah, who have gone, who have lost their way. Many of them have lost their way because of many reasons. So how to bring them back to the path of through Islam by doing ihya, and that means the Muslims have to be corrected in terms of their understanding, their knowledge. So to correct that, a special book has been dedicated for that, called Ma'yarul Ilmi. And then they also have to correct their manner, their behavior, their way of life, And for that, Imam Ghazali wrote Mizan Al Amal specifically for that. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Encik Asham. So, what I've seen the at least an edition of the book, and it's not a very thick book, but
Yes.
so can you tell us what is Mizan Al Amal all about?
Hmm. Yeah. The very first thing that Al-Ghazali mentioned in the book is about talabus sa'adah,
Yeah.
about to seek happiness.
Mhm.
Uh, every rational human being would seek happiness.
Mhm.
Whatever we do, uh, the reason must be happiness. That is what a rational human being would do.
Yes.
So, uh, but what is the meaning of happiness? That is the issue. Because some people, some human beings uh, um, think that happiness is only pertains to uh, the pleasure of the body,
Yeah.
what we have in this short life, in this worldly life.
Mhm.
And Al-Ghazali says that if you reject the hereafter, then that is considered hamaqah.
Yeah.
That is considered a stupidity.
Yeah.
It means that you don't understand what uh, uh, um, happiness is all about. If you think that uh, what is uh, provided by this world uh, is enough for you, to the extent that you forsake what comes in the hereafter. You
Yeah.
forsake what is eternal, your eternal life, just for the sake of enjoying this short life, this temporal life in this world. So that is hamaqa, that is
Mhm.
stupidity. And stupidity is antithetical to happiness. uh, a person cannot be happy uh, um, if he does not have intelligence. You need intelligence to be happy.
Mhm.
And for the stupid people, they are going to uh, do stupid things, of course.
Yeah.
Well, stupid people do stupid things, and stupid things are things that are going to make you unhappy. Huh?
Yeah.
Things that are going to uh, destroy your own life. Huh?
Yeah.
Things that are not beneficial to you. That is what stupid people do. So
Yeah.
the first discussion that Al Ghazali made in this book is about happiness and about belief in the hereafter.
Yeah.
Huh? Because he was talking about um, certain scholars, the philosophers, who reject the hereafter. Huh?
Yeah.
Who these people, they are considered intellectuals,
Yeah.
learned people, and yet they have rejected the hereafter, which is uh, the ultimate happiness, the real happiness. Whereas the temporal life, temporal pleasure in this world is not real actually.
Yeah.
And it is very very short for you uh, to waste your life, to spend your short life just for something that is very very short,
Yeah.
very little compared to the hereafter.
I think,
So
Encik Asham, very interesting that you should mention that the people who don't believe in the hereafter, and the happiness for them, they consider to be the only way to happiness to them is to get lost in sensual pleasure. Because remember that he wrote Mizan Al Amal in 1095. So
yeah,
according to George Hurani, he believed that it was only a year before, 1094, that Imam Ghazali wrote Tahafutul Falasifa. And
yes,
he said that he wrote this book because he wants to uh, refute the claim by the philosophers, or
mhm,
philosophers among Muslims, on their claim to arriving to truth. But to them, well, he refuted 20 points on
mhm,
their various inability, on their claims to truth. And he says there are three of these beliefs that can bring a Muslim to fall into this belief. Namely, the three, he said that there is the universe is eternal, meaning there
eternity
is
of the
no
world. Yeah,
afterlife. He
mm,
believes that God does
that's
only knows universals and not
mm,
particulars. And maybe the third one, then the third one is that he believed they believed in the transmigration of
of the
souls, that
soul. Mm,
when we die, our soul will migrate to another body, or reborn, reincarnated into another life in this world. So I think it is because chronologically we see that the relation there between Tahafatul Falasifa, and then he wrote what you mentioned earlier on, Yarul Ilm, which talks about logic that is actually establishing what is intelligence, what is this reason that is capable of understanding happiness. And then
yeah,
only then on in 1095 he goes on to write this Mizanul Amal. Maybe you wanna explicate more on that. Is this the
Y-
same type of intellectuals that he was refuting, that he called these
yes,
people as being, the
yeah,
home of the
yes, yeah,
akhlak? Yes.
yeah. In fact, he mentioned among them are the Tabi'iyun,
Yes.
the naturalists, and they are the people who uh, deny creation. Actually,
Yeah.
they say that this world is eternal. The
Yes.
world has already been there together with God. Like when they say God is in Tahafut al Falasifa, one of the thing that Al Ghazali refuted the philosophers is about their claim that God is the creator.
Yeah.
They call God as fa'il, and yet what they mean is not uh, creator, not actor in the sense of
Yeah.
having volition. huh?
Yeah.
God to them does not have volition.
Yeah.
So creation to them means like the sun and the light. Huh?
Yeah.
The sun and the light. When the sun exists, the light exists together with it. Huh?
Yeah.
So even the sun has no uh, control over the light. Huh?
Yeah.
No control
It's
over the light.
like
So
an emanation.
yes, like emanation. So
Yeah.
the world is like that to
Yeah.
them. It coexists with God. So when they
Yeah.
say God God creates the world, uh, that is what they mean. They don't mean
Yeah.
creation from nothing. Uh, they don't mean by that that the creation has beginning. So to them, the world is eternal. Of course, this is antithetical to the teaching of Islam, to the
Yes.
teaching of Quran. The same with the hereafter.
Yeah.
They also say that this world is going to be eternal,
Yeah.
forever. So they deny the soul. They deny the resurrection, the bodily
Bodily
resurrection.
resurrection.
Yes. So of course, following that, uh, the implication of that to human behavior is tremendous. If you don't believe in the hereafter, what for you follow religion?
Yeah.
You follow the way of the prophets. Why would you abstain from doing certain things? Why
Yeah.
don't you just enjoy your life as much as possible before it ends? So
Yeah.
this is the kind of thing uh, that is for sure going to happen when you deny the hereafter.
Yeah.
To Al-Ghazali, denying the hereafter itself is the the will open the door to all sort of mistakes,
Yeah.
all sort of foolishness,
Mhm.
which he called in his Mizan Al Amal as hamaq,
Mhm.
stupidity.
Yeah.
People are going to do stupid things because of their misunderstanding, because of their wrong belief, their wrong belief about the hereafter,
Yeah.
about their wrong belief about this world.
Yeah.
When they believe that this world is the only world, this
Yes.
world is the only reality. Huh? There is no reality beyond this world.
Yeah.
So these people, they are called secular people today.
Yeah.
They are known as secular because they only believe in what is here and now. eh.
Yeah.
Secular means pertain to what is here and now. So reality to them is only in this world. And Al-Ghazali describes that kind of belief as hamaqa,
Yes.
stupidity. And this is the thing he sought to correct, so that uh, uh, they can be brought back to the true path that will lead them to real happiness.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Encik Asam. So what are the ways that he describes in this book that can constitute as good action, a good
Hmm.
human action, and what constitute to him evil actions?
Um, what is meant by good by Al-Ghazali here is, I'm sorry, what is meant by good action or right action is action that is uh, determined good by reason and
Mm.
also by religion.
Yeah.
Um, it's not just what is determined as good by human reason alone, like
Yeah.
what the philosophers say as good, but there is also what is determined by religion.
Yes.
That's why the first thing that the first debate among the first debates that occurred among the Muslims is about al-husn wal-qubh.
Hmm.
Know what is good and what is evil.
Yeah.
The philosophers and the Mu'tazilites, the rationalists, they say our reason is enough.
Yeah.
By reason we know what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is evil. But the Ash'arites say no, it is not by the reason. Uh, it uh, it is by revelation.
Yeah.
Without revelation, you will not know what is right and what is wrong. You will never agree.
Mhm.
You will never agree on what is right and what is wrong. You will say, you will claim that this is right and this is wrong, but
Yeah.
you will never come to an agreement, like what you can see today, when in the West, when they reject religion. Without religion, they will never agree on anything that is called good or evil.
Yeah.
You know, um, uh, just take an example of uh, gay, for example, homosexuality.
Yeah.
There is no agreement on that.
Mhm.
Uh, uh, just based on reason, you will never agree. In
Mhm.
fact, if you uh, premise your morality on reason alone, and that morality will forever be ever changing.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it will not be fixed. What you say as good today will be otherwise tomorrow,
Yeah.
evil tomorrow. So what is accepted as fine, all right, last time,
Yeah.
100 years ago, may not be accepted today. So that is the nature of morality, as uh, understood in the West by the people who have rejected religion,
Yeah.
and while in Islam we have the revelation, and that revelation is still with us, unchanging. So the same with the teaching, and that comes from it. It does not change, and it will be remain like that till the end of time. And that is uh, our criterion of true criterion of good or evil.
Yeah. I can see that that makes for a metaphysical basis for enacting any form of law. I think because if the law is based on reason alone, and that reason changes because
Yeah.
it's not immutable, and also the changing science behind it, or scientific evidence. I think now they're saying that if 10 years ago they say that coffee is good for you, now they're saying it's not. And before this uh, before this they say that uh, homosexuality is buggery.
uh,
Now they are accepting it more
that's
now.
normal. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they go at length into into putting religious tradition. A religious part of the religious tradition is circumcision,
Mm.
as as a sign of covenant in the religion. But now they are targeting this tradition as
Mm.
saying it as what did they call it, as genital mutilation.
Mutilation.
but
Yeah.
but it is so their argument is so flimsy that they don't have anything to say against indoctrination of children, and telling children whatever they feel, that they are that, and they
Mm.
let children decide if they want to go into gender reassignment surgery
Yes.
only to
mm,
have that, when they grow up and then suddenly, the true identity of the child manifests, and then they begin to regret this. Some of them has
decision.
begun
Yeah,
to, yeah,
yeah,
uh, giving testimony on social media, on YouTube, expressing they regret what the surgeons are not telling them about the complications that arise because the reconstructed genitals, they don't function as such. In fact,
mm,
they are unnatural, and most of them remain as wounds and never to recover, never forming what they call to be the neo genital, or the neo vagina, or what have you. So I think
yeah,
I think basing on reason alone does not make it uh, a good I say foundation, because it's all philosophical speculation. And if
yeah,
we leave it up to reason alone, a group of people, without basing their arguments on revelation, they are going to end up just doing that, just
yeah,
doing philosophical speculations. I mean, I
yeah,
like what you said, that uh, the good and the bad is determined by revelation. Certainly, otherwise they'll be debating, year long in parliaments
yeah,
just to decide whether a particular action or deed is good or bad, and they'll end up, cursing the previous generations, because they will unravel those actions. What we have
mm,
now, what they call the woke culture, is basically
yeah,
that. They're just cursing the previous generations on the
mm,
things that they do agree, whereas
mm,
their own morality is questionable. And
yeah,
even if they agree on something, the future generation that comes after them, they
mm.
will unravel that too.
Yeah. That's what they understand by progress. Huh?
Yeah,
They believe that uh, they will always they will only get better and better. Huh?
yeah,
Human beings are going to know better and better, and look in this way. They look at the past as backward. Huh?
yeah,
They look at the past as dark, evil, as ignorance. Huh?
yeah,
So that's how they look at the past. So whereas in reality, uh, uh, what they are doing now is uh, worse. They are getting
yeah,
worse and worse. What they are doing better now, just in terms of science and technology.
yeah,
In terms um, what make daily life more comfortable, that kind of
yeah,
things.
yeah.
And yet, as human beings, they are not getting better and better. In
They're
fact,
not
they are
more
getting
happier.
worse. Yeah, they are more, yes, they are not even more happier,
Yeah,
despite having all these material things. So because why? Because they have denied the ultimate goal of all this. Huh? Because this world cannot give you the real purpose.
yeah,
And if you make this world as your purpose, just as the world is forever changing, your
yeah,
purpose will also keep on changing. Your
yeah,
purpose of life will keep on changing, and uh, a life that is has no that is always changing like that
yeah,
is as good as not having a purpose at all.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's yeah. I suppose it becomes a meaningless or purposeless life.
yeah, a
Mhm.
tragedy.
The tragedy that
Yeah,
is in the West. So I think that sums up as our conclusion. If you have anything more to add, Encik Asham?
Sum it up. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah. So I think that is the conclusion to our session today, and we'll see you again in the next episode. You were with me, Dr. Muhammad Husni Muhammad Amin, a fellow of IKIM Center for Science and Environment Studies, KIAS, with our special guest, Encik Mat Asham Ahmad, Senior Fellow at IKIM Center for the Study of Sharia, Law and Politics, Shara. And with that, until next time, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.